So today I've found a new mentor. I'll release further information over the next kind of few weeks as I formalise the details. But yeah, really important day. So if you're someone in business or in life, it's always good to have a mentor. So keep on watching and listening to find out more. Welcome back to consecutive day 1678 of a diary of a runpreneur. Today's topic is all about mentors and the importance of them. Whatever you do in life, you always need a mentor. But before I dive into that detail, do remember this is part of a fundraiser to save the lives of children by attempting the ultimate ultra-marathon of run vlogging on consecutive days, distance of a lap of the world, barefoot style. So if you can, give us some engagement, gets us in front of more people, raises more money, and ultimately saves more children's lives, which is why I do this every day. So back to the topic at hand. Yeah, I found a new mentor today, and I think the key thing is here. This is somebody who I read their book. They're a best-selling author, and I approached them because I loved their direct style of. They were detailed orientated, but would say it as it is. Doesn't faff about with kind of peripheral big words and stuff to kind of make them sound better. They just cut to the chase, but they were detailed enough, orientated, that I believe they could make a real difference. So I just reached out to this individual saying, this is what we've got planned for the new year. I feel I need somebody who can assist me on an operational basis, to advise me on an operational basis, to get into the nuts and bolts, just to drive efficiency and improvements in the business model that ultimately help us achieve the goals for 2025. And first thing that struck me was, this is an individual who certainly is not going to be money motivated, but they reached out to me within a couple of hours of sending that email. We had a phone call later that day. It was an hour and 10 minutes going deep, identifying kind of weak points, things that could be improved, and we have a meeting set up for about 10 days time, where we're going to spend the day together going through things in fine tooth detail. They completely understood the challenges that we've got ahead of us and the potential upside, and I feel they bought in enough to what we're trying to achieve to want to be part of that journey, and that was amazing, an amazing feeling. And for me personally, one of my biggest weaknesses is pride. It's a sin. I'm always scared of what people think. I love to put on this kind of steely, resilient facade, saying that, I compartmentalise things and try not to care about things. But deep down, I'm super sensitive and I really care about what people think. And finding somebody who I can talk openly and honestly with and trust is a rarity. And it's something that I've really struggled to do, even with my existing mentors to date. And I always talk openly and honestly, but I'm always guarded. And this was the first conversation I had where I found myself being completely open, and that was an amazing kind of feeling. So I'm super excited. I will update you more on this over the coming weeks as this relationship starts to grow. But the learnings from my diary today is that if you don't have a mentor in life, whether it's in business, in life, whatever, somebody who can help coach you to be better at whatever you do, you're absolutely missing out. That's one of the kind of things that's a kind of something that anybody who's successful in life has. They all have. It's a consistency among all of them. People who are successful, they all have a mentor. And success leaves clues is one of my favourite kind of lines. And although I've got a couple of mentors already, I don't feel I have any where I can just be completely at ease and completely like an open book. And I think that's really important for me personally to have in a mentor. Now, I'm not going to lose my other mentors because they help me in very different ways, but this new potential mentor that I'm going to hopefully formalise the deal and the relationship arrangements in a couple of weeks' time, the first time I've been able to open up completely, and it was like a huge weight off my shoulders. It felt like I truly share the challenges and the positives with, and get a real honest opinion. And the fact that after opening up completely, they want to be part of the journey is really, really reassuring. So yeah, the learning from my diary today is that when finding a mentor, the communication with that mentor is so important. You need to be able to open up completely and openly, honestly and transparently with them. And believe it or not, when you kind of trust the process, it's truly invigorating and truly inspiring, especially if you get somebody who then wants to be part of your journey with you, which is unbelievable. And when you know that it's not monetary focused, they're not doing it for monetary reasons, they're doing it because they believe in the journey, want to be part of it, that's really, really inspiring. So that's it for me today. Any questions or comments, drop me a line. I'll respond to everyone. Don't forget that if you believe in my mission of saving the lives of children by attempting the ultimate ultra marathon of run vlogging on consecutive days, distance of the lap of the world, barefoot style, then do give us a subscribe, share, like and comment. More people we get in front of, more money we raise, more children's lives we save, which is why I do this every single day. Thank you as always. Stay positive, stay happy, and I'll see you again tomorrow.